Começando ao 5 de setembro, Venezuela lo activa 8.200.000 ciudadanos que inscribir para join a forsa militar venezolano.
La meta mañana es movilizar a los 8.200.000 venezolanos y venezolanas que están en el sistema defensivo nacional y que, sumado a la base poderosa de 4.500.000 milicianos ya entrenados durante años, se suman los nuevos alistados y las nuevas alistadas. Primera noticia. Segundo anuncio, Diosdado, La Cava, voceros, voceras, allá presentes en Valencia. Segundo anuncio, importante, el alistamiento va a ser permanente y se activa a nivel de sistema patria el sistema de alistamiento permanente del país, porque mucha gente quiere alistarse y por distintos motivos de haber estado de vacaciones escolares, trabajo o, bueno, que se saturaron los puntos de inscripción, bueno, ahora lo puede hacer a través del sistema patria, sencillo como eso.
E mientras que a informação anda circulando com inteligência artificial lo toma over certo trabalho no futuro, a Universidade Montana Tech está indicando que esse lo nota problema para nós, já que a universidade tem currículum bastante criativo.
94.5%. That's the number representing Montana Tech's most recent career outcomes rate, or the percent of graduating students successfully finding work after college. And those encouraging numbers don't only apply to potential employees.
Fall of 2024, so a little less than a year ago, we saw a 36% increase in employer registration and presence at our most recent fall career fair. We're expecting similar numbers for this fall. And again, you know, that really is bucking the trend.
So how is Montana Tech doing it when national data suggests that the inverse should be true? It's all about the approach. When it comes to society's growing usage of AI, Montana Tech takes a collaborative stance rather than a combative one. Instead of fighting against the current, Tech is finding ways to integrate AI into the classroom as an ally, not an adversary, to the human element.
You know, I've heard some folks, you know, at other schools or other places, you know, take a very negative stance against AI and, you know, absolutely not, or, you know, and part of it, I think at Montana Tech, the reason why, you know, we've been around for 125 years is we continue to evolve and adapt. We strive to prepare students for careers that might not even exist yet. And whether folks are ready for it or not, or like it or not, AI is already here. You know, our students are using it, you know, in the K-12 system. You know, we are trying to just get ahead of it and leverage it.
And when it comes to the possibility of competing against a computer for a career, tech graduates are taught to make themselves marketable in ways that AI simply can't substitute.
These employers still want to have elements that, you know, you can't replace. For instance, the human factor of it. And so you think about things like creativity, curiosity, compassion and empathy, right? These are things that you can't just necessarily train, you know, a computer program to do. We still very much firmly believe, even with a future that very much involves AI, it still needs humans. It still needs talented humans that are prepared to work with AI, to guide AI, to train AI. And that's what we're really trying to do at Montana Tech.
O alcalde de Bogotá ha informado que o prome trein para o metro de ciudad colombiano a yega e que essa aqui é a ciudad los top de a ciudad más grande del mundo sin un metro.
Y les pido que inicien a descargar algo que ustedes tienen en sus manos, que es mucho más que un simple tren. Es un proyecto que representa el sueño, las ilusiones de los bogotanos, de las bogotanas, de los colombianos. Inicien, por favor, el descargue del primer tren del metro de Bogotá para que entre ya definitivamente a Colombia.
El primer tren del metro de Bogotá arribó al puerto de Cartagena desde China.
Llevamos 83 años hablando en Bogotá de tener un metro. Ha habido un sinnúmero de proyectos. Eso ya es historia, porque ya la ciudad dio el paso para materializar por fin ese sueño de tener un metro.
Según la alcaldía de Bogotá, cada tren mide 134 metros y tiene 6 vagones. El transporte será 100% eléctrico y automático, sin requerir conductor salvo casos excepcionales, y estima que cada uno pueda transportar 1.800 pasajeros. El diseño del tren está inspirado en el águila rampante del escudo de la ciudad y se espera que entre en operaciones en marzo de 2028, añadió la alcaldía.
Ya no va a ser, como nos decían durante tantos años, la capital más grande del mundo sin metro, no. Ya Bogotá va a tener metro, por fin.
Los sistemas de transporte colectivo de otras partes del mundo celebraron también el acontecimiento desde sus cuentas de redes sociales, desde Los Ángeles a Londres, pasando por Quito.
Y siguientemente, en más novo en cine con un toque internacional. David Daniel de CNN, cuidadanonan.
You have to have fun with it.
Jason Momoa is getting his Street Fighter on. He'll play Blanca in a live-action adaptation of the classic video game franchise. The cast also includes Curtis 50 Cent Jackson as Balrog and David Dastmalchian as M. Bison. Street Fighter, the first film in a deal between Legendary Pictures and video game company Capcom, is due in IMAX and other theaters October 16, 2026.
You want to rub your hands together like this?
You can tell me what choir's about.
Singing?
Yeah.
Batia! Batia! Totofa! Okay, that's a work in progress.
A grieving mother draws on her Samoan roots, teaching elite, mostly white New Zealand private school students in Tina. She and her choir defy expectations, make connections, and discover what's possible when they encourage and celebrate each other. Tina is in theaters today. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.